There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. Wonder what you could make with that. Stay deady steady. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. Something he devised to salvage valuables from the ground, There are usually spots hidden beneath puddles of oily goo where you can use the net. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. Gizmo thinks he's a little peculiar, but very knowledgeable. He has the ins and outs of... Winners get to keep moving. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Gonna need a key of some kind. That's shutting good. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. Let's see. Don't let your mount ignore you. trust your eyes so much. They play tricks in the dark. That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. Nice, metal scrap. You can always use that. Down. You're in pain. When a story comes to you, pay attention. It's a rare sight. Treasure it. Wildlife here is teetering on the brink of extinction. We all are. The meat-eater again. Nothing seems to satiate his hunger. The gnat is done for unless you intervene. Half dead. Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone, the village of Blubbermud, which is maybe as messy as it sounds. Seems like your mount likes you well enough. Little lives here. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. Curious about what's up there? This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be. Claims he goes after the most dangerous game, huge monsters. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make. You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss. When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies. Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones. Says they keep the monsters away. He needs them closer, not farther. But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed. He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short. Says as big as they are, the world is bigger. To find where they are, you need to see where they've been.
What?
Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter. Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big. There's no better place to start than a scrip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes. Says you stick to the hunting and shots present themselves later. Let's see. Keep on walking. Imagine that. You could just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world. Punch it. Scrag them. Sandwich. Bullets everywhere. Being cut off from the surface, this isn't too bad. Wait, it's the scrip hole-up. Place is just filled with critters. put that thing behind you. Whoa, smell that? Biohazard nearby. That's a good find. Great view from up here. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. Look what you got, a critter. Got it. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Just so eager to slice things up for grabs. Wherever you wind up, that's where you belong. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. Imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood. The grease monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. He says that's enough scripts to claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. That's the special weapon he made to store the scripts in the Mekton. It will be strong enough to launch them at the Jumbo Puff. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself, but failed. But this time, it's different. The Mekton will be strong enough to do the job. It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now, otherwise he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. He asks you to not even think about taking on the Jumbo Puff on foot. You'll need the Mekton to do the job, take his word for it. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the dead zone with gear you should be able to equip the Mekton with on your own. He got the idea to build the Mekton when he found a big crate containing the metal frame for something Toxanol had named an exoskeleton. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Hates that you're wasting your time trying to improve things. Better to wipe the slate clean. Understands completely. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Understands completely. Check out that day. Let's see. Mercadorpus Outpost, a Jagni tribe stronghold. Offers you extraordinary prices for extraordinary things. The doors here are always open for a potential customer. Don't trip it, just keep moving. So much damage. If you want to spend this whole operation underground for a while, then you're on the spot with Bang Shelter 6D. You're still aboard your mount, which is probably a good sign. Let's see. The Scanaptrut outpost. The Jagni tribe first nested here long ago. Says they are looking forward to seeing more of you. Has plenty to do, so no worries. Says they've been waiting for you to help them liberate the outpost. Just keep going while you can and don't stop until all outposts are under your control. Says scouts spotted a moth nest close to the outpost. If you destroy that, the moths should infest the place looking for a new home. That's the idea. If everything works out as planned, the moths should cause a buzzing tumult. Get to it and destroy it. Dead on. Good thing you're not clotted through. Scared of tight places. Wow! Slice and dice. It's starting to add up. There go the moths toward the outpost. They're good and mad. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Should have gone for a bigger size. He said, believes you'll make them all proud too. Perhaps now you can see your targets better.